Hello my miniature holic family and welcome back. I am so excited. This week's video we finally get to finish up the wiring completely throughout the house of the Thorn Hill. Now the last time I worked on the Thorn Hill I believe it was the end of 2023 or beginning of 2024 and I took a break. I was just wore out, exhausted, and I wanted to start on the haunted house. So we're back now. We did other projects. We even went to like different conventions. So now it's time to get back to the houses. I want to get this Thorn Hill done this year, 2025. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to completely wire throughout the house. And when we're done, I may have enough time to show you flooring for one of the rooms. But we'll see, because the wiring does take some patience and time. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so we have some light up here, and this is the top part of the attic where we left off at the last time. So we took wiring all the way from the bottom, the first floor, and the second floor, and then up through the attic, and we kind of made a indent in the floor so we can put the wiring and then put the tape. So it's all the wiring going to meet up back here in this little corner, and we're going to take it down into the kitchen. So I figured a good idea would be to do a recap of what we did back in, I think it was the end of 2023 or the beginning of 2024 is where we left off with this Thorn Hill. So let's go here to the front hallway. Okay, so this is the upstairs hallway, and we got the ceiling fan light in up there, and we took it up through the roof that leads up to the attic. Then we go down here to the front hallway. Oh, those doors turned out so nice. Look at that. And then we put that light in, took it through the ceiling, and we took it to the second floor, and we put a groove in the floor, and we put tape on it. Okay, so let's go over here to the living room and bedroom, master bedroom area. So this is the beautiful bedroom that we left off last time. So we actually had the ceiling light put in with a little decoration, and we took it up through the attic and taped it down. We made a groove in the floor and taped it just like this. So these are the two beautiful chandeliers that lead down here to the front room area. Oh, I love that color in the ceiling. So remember, we did all this, and if you have not seen it, go back to my Thorn Hill videos and you'll see how we did all of this. So this goes up, we put a groove in the floor and we taped it. So we're going to put it down in here, so that way when we put the floor on you won't see it. So these lights are going to go through the back part of the house up here in the master bedroom, and it's going to go into the back hallway and down into the kitchen area, which I'm going to show you here shortly. So let's head on over there. Alright, so we're over here in the kitchen area. So this is the kitchen, this is the upstairs bathroom, that is the office, and that is the dining room. So we've already got the lights, well actually the chandelier in for the dining room area with the what they call the sconces on the next to the door. You'll see those both sides, gorgeous when it was lit up. And then we have the upstairs light in. Again, it goes to the attic, just like the one down here in the dining room goes up here in the bedroom. We put a groove, taped it down. So just like the bathroom over here, we have the light in. And the kitchen light we haven't put in, but we're going to. It's going to come up through the bathroom, and we already have the groove. So both on this side, the bathroom side, and the office side, we're going to take the wires to the back of the walls, because we can't bring them down here. It's not going to look right. So we're going to take them to the back, maybe underneath the door, and back over here into this corner. So if you have not seen how we put the Thorn Hill together, just look up my Thorn Hill videos And you'll see how we did all of this. And these chandeliers are gorgeous. And we still have to put the black beams up in the kitchen because we called it our black and white kitchen. So let's see the back of the house. We left off here. We got a light in, which the light goes up into the ceiling and into the attic. The light that's down here in the downstairs hallway goes up into the top of the hallway in the back of the house. So pretty much that's it. All the wiring started at the bottom on the very first floor. Everything's going all the way up into the attic, and it's going to literally come out right here down below the house, underneath it in the little crawl space. And then I'm going to make a groove right here and bring all the wires out and plug it in. So we got a lot of work to do because we have to make extensions. And let me explain to you what I mean by that. Okay, so I got these wiring extensions online at Houseworks. And it's like a whole row. So when you take wiring through a house and you don't have enough room, you have to add some more wiring. So I call them extensions. So just like these up here, we're going to have to add more because it's got to go all the way down to the kitchen. And then these shrink tubes, it's kind of hard to see them. They're so small and they're clear. They connect the wires together. And they're pretty much going to show the white in between, so you won't even see the shrink tubes really. You won't see them really anyway because it's going to be under the floor. So, but anyway, you're going to need these shrink tubes and you're going to need this extension. And I'm glad it's a thick roll because probably use all of it. All right, so let's see. Oh yeah, that's the bedroom. This is the playroom area, and that's going to be the arts and craft area. Okay, so we got a ways to go. Let's go ahead and hook this baby up. And we're upstairs in the bathroom because I want to make another groove. I went the wrong direction the last time because I thought I was going to go this way, go back, go over the door. That's just too much. So I'm going to make another groove and go this way and back so I can take it to a little hole back there and take it down to the kitchen. Now what I'm going to use to make that groove is this number 617, and it's going to make a little groove for me. I'm going to put it on low speed. Now the new Dremel that I have is, I have the Dremel 4000. Now, I did have the Dremel 100, which is smaller, so I could actually fit it in here. This, as you can see, is going to be hard to fit. So some angles I'm not going to be able to get, like when I drill holes. But I think I can do okay. We'll see. I might have to try to get a good angle with another camera so that my hands can be free. Let's go ahead and get started. So you might want to mute your volume button because this is going to be loud. And I have my GoPro camera so that way I can use both hands so I can guide it. Let's get started. Mute your camera. All I wanted was a little groove to put the wire in so I can put tape over it. So I'm going to do the same thing going back here. Whew. Ah, dust everywhere. Okay, so I don't know how much I got on this GoPro camera, but what I did was I took and I went across this way, and then I went back to where I can actually go into the hole. So let's see where that hole is. Let's see. See there's where the hole is. So guess I kind of passed it up right here, which is fine. Because I'm just gonna take the attachment and just go over this way just a little bit. So let's see what happens. And then that leaves, this groove is fine because I got to drill another hole to bring the wires down here. I'm just going to bring the wire down and drag it through this groove back here and take it down into this little hole. Alright, so we got that done. So all we're going to do now is just take a piece of masking tape, make sure that the wire is in the groove, and then tape it down. Same right here. Make sure that this is turned to go down into the groove. And we're going to take this wire down into that little hole so that it'll already be down in the kitchen area when we go start adding extensions to these wires. It'll be easier. So, see if we can, might have to open this hole a little bit wider. There we go. I'll reach down at the bottom, pull it. And get some more tape. Make sure it's in the groove, because you don't want a lump in your flooring. It'll show. Now, when I bring the rest of the wires down here, I can put it in this groove and send it through this hole. Let's move on. Alright, so this is the library room. And I've already started on this one. I made the groove here. So I have to make it all the way down to this little hole back here, that little tiny hole, and do the same thing. This time, I think I'm going to take that wire. Might end up having to take it over to the bathroom because that's where it's connected to in order to maybe get it to the kitchen. So I take it through that back part, take it around the door, go over, and then come down here. So that's why I need the extra wiring. Got to make a lot of extensions. I do not want to take it below, which is the dining room, because the wallpaper is up and it's not going to look right. So we'll just stick with the first plan going through the bathroom. So I'm going to make the groove. You don't need to see me do that again. And I'm going to go throughout the house and make the grooves through every room and get the wiring connected. So once I get ready to do the extensions on each one of them, I'll show you how I do that. So let me get started and I'll be back. Alright, so I thought about it. I was going to take this wire and take it all the way down this groove, shoot it through the wall into the bathroom, go up the door, over, back down, and no, that's too much. So what we're going to do is, since I've already have a groove right there, I'm just going to shoot a hole right here, straight through the bathroom, and put it in that groove up under the tape, and then down into the kitchen. Way better. Sometimes you just have to rethink things. Take a couple of days if you have to, a couple of weeks. That's why it takes some people so long to do dollhouses. If you rush through it, you make mistakes. But it's no big deal about this right here because I can cover that with tape and it won't bother the flooring. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to add an extension. This right here. I'm going to show you how to add the extension. And show you how to take it through the wall and then connect it. So I'm going to do that with pretty much the whole house. It's repetitive, so I'm not going to take the time to do each and every room. That would be boring. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to do the whole house and then come back and show you what I did. I got 2 wires just to show you how I'm going to do the extension. So basically the extension is just, you have a wire but you need a longer piece, so you just add another piece. So we have one that's already showing the wire, and we have one that we can actually attach. So I'm going to use this end since it's already split. Normally, if it's not split, I would take my X-Acto knife, literally, and then go down the middle where the line is and cut until it splits. Then you can just pull the rubber around the wire, but this is a thicker piece of rubber. So I take my X-Acto knife and I just cut just about right here, just saw into it just to get through the rubber, and then I pull it apart. See? There. So now I got 2 sets of wires exposed. And I twist it to make sure that it gets a tight enough grip. And then I also did some electrical wiring in other videos dealing with the Thorn Hill. So if you haven't seen the videos of the Thorn Hill from the very first one, look at them, because everything that I've done in this house is in those videos. Now I need my shrink tubes. They're clear. I only need 2 pieces. And they're clear, so they're easy to lose. So what I do is I will stick a shrink tube. That's why you have to make sure it's twisted so it'll go through easily. Take a shrink tube and just slide it over the wire, over the rubber part. Now it's there. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, that's it right there. Now I'm going to do the other one, same way. Take it over the wire and onto the rubber. Now I'm going to attach these together. So I kind of cross these like this, and then I twist it. And I bend it and slide the shrink tube over it. That covers the wire and it keeps it from touching anything. Really, it takes the place of black electrical tape for doll houses. Now before I go ahead and connect the last 2 pieces, I want to seal this with the shrink tube. So I have to use heat. So I got a heating gun to do it with. And it gets hot. Alright, let's go ahead and do the other one. Twist it. Fold it over and then cover it with the shrink tube. Now that it's covered, I put my hands between the one that's already done so it won't burn it any further, because I don't want it to melt so much that it'll come apart. And then turn the heating gun on. And that's pretty much it. So now we have 2 wires connected. So it's an extension of 1 wire. That's all it is. And that's what I'm going to do all over the house. So I got the attic done. And as you can see, if you're looking at all the tape, that is where the wire is embedded in the floor. We made the grooves and then put tape over it so they're ready to go. And I have to be honest with you all, I have never completely wired a dollhouse. No. Room boxes, yes. Completely wired. A dollhouse, no. Like, even when I did some of the rooms in my haunted mansion, I'm just getting started. So with the Thorn Hill being completely wired, ooh, it's some work. So I know people wire differently. Some people use panels and they wouldn't drill a hole in the wall. They will put a fake wall up and you can hide the wires behind. I mean, there's different ways to wire, but being my first time, we gonna see how this goes. And I know there are some people out there saying, what is she doing? Bear with me. It's gonna work out. You know, this whole C Miniatures channel is about the good, the bad, and the ugly. So we make mistakes sometimes and we learn from them. So, but it's going to work out. We're going to get a house that's lit up and it's going to look good. So, and then this is the little bed, the boys' bedroom or the baby's, no, boys' bedroom. And then here's the hall. Did that. It leads to the other hall at the other end. And so this is the front hallway downstairs, which leads up to the 2nd floor. And dining room sconces or sconce, anyway, they go around the door. I didn't seal the door and I didn't permanently put those in there because I still have to do the flooring, and I really don't like to put my doors in permanently until the floors are done because I may have to adjust the floors. So let's go over here to the large bedroom, master bedroom, and the front living room. Okay, so we got this floor done, which is the chandeliers down here came up. I don't need, just look at that. You will not be able to see that green tape anywhere in once the flooring is done. So it's not like all the wiring is completely done, because I know I'm going to put a fireplace right there and up there, and maybe even a few lamps. So it's going to be kind of, I don't know, we'll see. All right, so we got the bathroom, got that finished, and tape, the wiring in the floor. So with this one, I was going to go all the way back there, but I changed my mind. I went through the wall, right over here to the bathroom, and went across and back. So, I mean, it kind of got confusing to me a little bit, but I would sleep on it and come back and then make adjustments. And then here's the chandelier here, and then right there you have all the wires coming from the attic, and I braided them so I can get a close-up. So that way I can put like a trim that'll cover that. So I'm going to put something to cover that. It's cosmetic. You won't even see that. So let's go to the back of the house. Now, this wire right here is coming from the attic. Everything is coming from the attic. All those rooms up at top. And I braided it because this is going to be cosmetic. I'm going to put some type of trim up to cover that. This, the sconces, yeah. That's coming in from the dining room. I brought them in through the wall back there and put it into the floor, and they're coming out here along with the other lights. So it's like literally about 15 lights so far, and I'm going to have to put the plug on each and every one to test them, make sure they work before I permanently seal this whole deal. Now once I get these in, I'm going to light it up for you with this electrical strip. So in real life we call these surge protectors, but in miniatures, electrical strips. This will go in there once it's hooked up to each wire. Okay. I even got the ceiling fan in the office area and the light for that set up, and it's going down that way as well. And this is the ceiling fan that I'm talking about. That's in the office. And I do have to apologize to you because I wanted to do at least 1 to 2 flooring, but yeah, I didn't like the flooring that I selected. Like, let me give you an example. Okay, so I was going to do the hallways, the front and back, and the upper and lower. But this is the flooring that I picked out at like Dollar Tree. I really like that pattern. And because I had the green walls, which was really, oh, those so cute. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought it would go with it. And somewhat, it's okay, but it's not doing it for me. It's just really not. So I'm going to take my time and think about the flooring and not rush it. So this week we won't have the flooring. It's better to take my time and do it right so that I won't have any regrets. Alrighty then. It has been a couple of days and I've been thinking about it. I didn't want to rush. I was rushing to try to get this video out because I like to do them every 2 weeks. But this one, no. So you really, I mean, you can pull wire outside of a house. Real houses have them, but for this doll house, yeah, it's not. I mean, you could try to cover it up with a piece of wood that's actually shaped like a U, and the wood would be faced this way, and you would see nothing but the back of the wood. I don't want to do that. I don't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this wire back in the house, put some wood putty in here, let it dry, paint over it. You won't even know it's gone. And I don't know where that hole came from. I'm going to have to seal that one up too. But what I'm getting ready to do is, wow, I'm going to take you around the other side and then bring you back over here and show you. Let's go. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole right here in this corner in the floor, and then I'm going to drill a hole in this floor, and I'm going to take the wire through the hole, and I'm going to show you where it's going to come out at. So it's actually going to come out right here, and then I can actually braid like I did this, braid it, and it'll be thinner because it'll only be like maybe 2 or 3 wires, or maybe 3 or 4 once I separate this. So this is really, it's not very many wires. It's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's like 8 wires. So it'll be 4 each, and they'll be thin. So it'll be a thin strip of wire going here, and I can actually put a piece of trim to cover that. Or even put a plant here and have flowers go up the vine or something. You can decorate it. It's cosmetic. It looks way better than bringing it outside of the house. Okay, so we're going to drill a hole into this floor, the second floor, go down to the first floor, and then we're going to do the same here. Drill a hole from the third floor down to the second floor, and then we're going to drill a hole in the first floor and go underneath, and we're going to make another hole at the base of the house, bring the wire out like this, but it will be on both sides. So some more will come out here, and there's still enough space, and then some will come out right here. And the wire, literally, it'll be pushed underneath the base. You won't even see it. All you'll see is the cord, this cord from the strip. All right, let's get started. But I'm not going to record me drilling the holes. You've seen me drill holes before. It's repetitive. All right, let me get started. This is just a quick view of how I braid. So I do take 3 strands. I put 2 of the wires together to make 1, and then I just twist together. So instead of braiding hair, I'm braiding my wire. See? So when I get about to right here, then I'm going to slide this loose wire down, continue to braid. I'll wait until I get to the base. Just wanted you to see. Okay, so I drilled the hole, and so I'm going to take these 4, put them together, and slide them. Let's see, so I don't cross the camera. slide them down in the hole. Grab it down here. All right, and you just pull it down. There you go. And so then I'm going to tape this. So when I was telling you about the fake walls, I'm going to have to put them up, so you'll see how I do that. So I'm going to continue to braid this all the way down until I get to this hole right here. And then I'll stick that through and pull it out like this. I'm going to drill another hole on the opposite side. But this is going to come through here. This wire that I'm putting in here is going to come right down here. I'm going to finish this up and I'll bring you back. Alright, this is the way it's going to look. I braided it, so I'm going to make some, I guess, cosmetic surgery to cover this up. You won't even see it on both sides and then on the first floor as well. But before I do that, I need to show you how I'm going to put the plugs onto the wires. Alright, so I'm just going to cut between the lines. So you want to split your wire with an X-Acto knife or some scissors. You split that. Then you take some wire off. Alright, so we got wire. I'm going to twist it so it'll go through. So I have this. Now I need to take these two, I call them prongs. I don't know what the actual name is. But I take them out so that I can stick the wire through. And I'll show you how to do this in another video that I did with lighting on the Thorn Hill. You mainly want to make sure that it's even, and that's not. So cut it to make sure it's even. It goes in easier. I'm twisting it so it can go in easier. So together, got to put it in one. Separate it. You had to pull it down by this cord. So you just want to put that wire into this little hole and put this back in. Ah. We'll take some pliers and push this down in here. Get that down. Okay, let's use this one more time. Okay, now that you got them in, you want to pull that string at the bottom to kind of tighten it. And that's pretty much it. So now, what I have to do is I have to do all of these. And I have to do all of these. Now once I'm done with these, I'm going to separate them between two strips. Move those scissors out the way. But it'll be half on one side, on one strip, and the other half on the other strip. And they're both literally fit underneath the house, and you won't see it. You'll just see this cord sticking out. And that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and do all those and hook it up, and then we'll have lights. But I'm not going to, you know, cover up these just yet. I'm going to do the floors first. That way I know where to put the cosmetic surgery or the trim that's going to cover the wires. All right, I'll be back. Okay, so the lights are on. I turn the switches on, and this is the overview. Oh, wow. That's the hall, front hall. You see these couple of the bulbs that are off? They just have to be tightened up, so I'm going to mess with that too. But yeah, they work. Just tighten the bulbs up. Let's go over here to the... Oh, we got the bedroom. And let's see. Ah, the front room, living room. I'm not quite sure what room it's going to be. Okay, let's go in the back of the house. Back hallway. I got light. Okay. Now we're over here, the bathroom. Office, I guess, / library. This is the kitchen, dining room. Now see the ceiling fan? It's spinning a little bit, so I gotta figure out. It's spinning, but something's going on. It's not turning. Okay, so I gotta mess with that and figure out what's going on, why it's not turning. Because it was. Oh, okay, it is turning. It's just not fast. Yep, it is turning. Okay, we got a rotating ceiling fan. It's slow. I gotta figure out what's going on with it. But the chandeliers look great. We got light, y'all. We got light. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what I did in the back. Both of these strips are gonna be underneath the house, and you won't see them. But this is how I got them separated. It's like 8 on one side and 8 on the other. And again, these will be covered with trims, some sort of trim, and you won't see them even on this side. I know I'm going to add some more, like fireplace, maybe a couple of lamps. So I'll figure that out once I get the flooring in and see how I'm going to do that. But yeah, this is how it's going to go. Again, it's going to be under the house. You won't see it. But, oh my God. We have light. I'm so excited. At first I was scared. I'm like, okay, if I cut this on, I'm going to burn my house down. I've never done a complete house. I did it. I did it. Wow. Oh, yeah. And as far as the holes go that I drilled in the back of the house, this one I didn't. I forgot what I did for, but I did do it. But anyway, I'm going to put some paper clay because it dries, it air dries, or some kind of wood filler right here, and then paint it. You won't even notice it. When I do it, I'll try to remember to record so you can see it. This is amazing. Oh, I'm so happy. Yay! Thank you so much for joining me. And next time, I plan on doing something with the flooring. So I will see you then.